In this video, I'll challenge you to think about what freedom actually means to you. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Financial Freedom System YouTube channel where I make videos that challenge you to upgrade your mindset, money, and more so that you can live a life full of financial freedom and purpose. If you want to find out when those videos come out, please go down, click the subscribe button, and tap the bell to be notified when that happens. Today, we're talking about one of the most important things that I've spent a lot of time thinking about personally over the past few years for a variety of reasons, and maybe you can relate to this. I have been spending tons of time thinking about what freedom actually means to me and what that looks like in my life as I am creating financial freedom. And that's something that I think is really important as you're on this journey to creating financial freedom. You've got to actually think, okay, when I have the finances, when I have the money, when I've built up that wealth, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to use it for? What's the purpose of attaining and growing my wealth to actually get to what point, right? So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And it's a really important thing to consider. I want to start by laying the foundation down. There is obviously two parts to what we do around here, which is creating financial freedom. There's two parts. The first one is the financial part. The second piece is the freedom part. And when we look at the financial piece, obviously money is important to us. We go to a job, at least most of us do. We go to a job for 99% of people out there. We get paid in money, in a currency. Doesn't matter if it's Canadian dollars, US dollars, Eastern Caribbean dollars, something around the world. We're getting paid in currency. And from there, we use that currency to buy things, to buy a house, to pay for rent, to put gas in our cars, to buy clothes, to go on a trip, etc. Right? Money is an important part of our lives, and we need money to live. For the majority of people out here watching this video, that is our reality. Right? Now we're jumping into the second piece. If we look at the freedom piece, a textbook definition of freedom is the power to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. And that's a nice definition. That's a nice way to summarize what freedom is. But for me, why I am creating financial freedom, if I look at my definition in my own words, it's I do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, with whoever I want. And one more time, just so you can get that down. And this is the reason that I am doing everything that I'm doing, why I am working my job and making these YouTube videos and growing an online business on the side and investing my money and trying to save less money and building up passive income streams, and everything that I'm doing is all for this purpose. I do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, with whoever I want. And that's really my mission statement when you actually look at it, why I do what I do and why I'm creating financial freedom in my life. And that doesn't have to be selfish, right? I think the old version of me would look at that motto and say, wow, that is bold. That is maybe ignorant. Maybe that's stuck up, or maybe that's selfish. And if you interpret that way, that's on you. The new version of me looks at that and it says, wow, that gives you so much potential and so much power to do so many good things. And for me, I want to use freedom as a tool to live out my values and then in the end, make a positive impact on the world that I live in. And I think that's what drives me 100%. I really believe money, freedom, financial freedom is an opportunity that we have to use as a tool. And that's why I repeat it. And that's why I talk about it so much here. It is a tool to live out our values. And that doesn't mean we start that only when we've reached that level of financial freedom that we've set. Right? No, that means we take what we have now and we start applying these principles and we start doing these things and acting as stewards with the money that we have so that when it grows, we can make a bigger impact. But I want to challenge you to think about this today. I want to challenge you to think about what actually you're going to do when you achieve that level of financial freedom. And there's a bunch of different examples in terms of what that can look like. And for everybody, that's different. These aren't examples that I'm going to go through that are specific to my life. These are examples of so many other people out there who have achieved financial freedom or who are using these things as goals to achieve financial freedom and complete some of these things. So when I talk to people about financial freedom, right away, there's so many people out there that say they want to quit their job. And that's the very first thing that they say. That's not my scenario. And I think that for a lot of people, it is. I would challenge you to think about right now, well, why are you doing a job that maybe you do not enjoy? That's something that I'm just going to put out there and challenge you to think about right now. But for a lot of people, what motivates them is when they achieve financial freedom, they will quit their job, for example. Maybe it's not quitting your job, but maybe it is retiring early. And if you know me, I've talked to kind of the people that are a little bit closer to me about retiring by the age of 40. And that's been something that I've thrown out there for a long time. I'm still a long ways away from that. But for me, I think that goal is something more about the journey, and it's something that motivates me in terms of becoming the person that could just be able to do that and retire at my job by 40. But that's actually not something that, as of right now, I have any intention of doing, right? But maybe that's something that motivates you. You could go ahead and take vacation or vacations when you've achieved financial freedom, because that is one of the joys in life. That is something that I really find a lot of value in, that I enjoy doing. You create great memories and experiences with people. And I put vacation there, but it's really, in my mind, achieving financial freedom allows me to take vacations, right? You can prioritize your health. Just the other day, I was talking with my girlfriend about purchasing a Kangen water machine, which does some really neat things to our water, which helps prioritize our health. Looking at the water that we should be consuming, the food that we could be consuming, etc. What we need to do is we need to be able to have the means to prioritize for health. And just having the money or financial freedom allows you to prioritize that at a different level. And that's something that you might choose to do, which is obviously, hopefully, going to have some pretty good payoffs as a result of doing that. You could, and maybe you want to do this, is build up your dream house, right? I view a house or a home as something greater than just a building. And I'm going to make a video talking about what I actually look at that and how I view a house or a home in a future video, but maybe that's what you want to do when you achieve financial freedom. Maybe you want to go ahead, and this is a big one that I've been really acting on lately, is maybe you want to make donations to charities, organizations, businesses, groups that are aligned with what you think is important, right? So you can, again, use your money as a tool to live out your values. And if there is a church group, or if there is an organization or a business in your community that is doing some really cool things that you want to support, well, you are able to step in. Whether you do it and people know about it, or whether you do it anonymously, you're able to step in, make a donation to a charity, and really, hopefully, make a difference in some people's lives. And that's so exciting. And then in the end, be able to provide. Be able to provide for your friends, your family. I'll just be very honest with you. I look at some of the situations that maybe my grandparents are in, or maybe that I saw my great-grandparents go through as I was growing up. And just as I look at me getting older, or I look at my family, my parents getting older, people that are important to me getting older, and I see some of the challenges that life throws at us, it's been on my heart to make and be in a space where I'm able to provide for them, where I'm able to provide for the people that I love. And not that they need it, right? But that I'm able to step in and make sure that for the people in my life that I love, that are important to me, that I am able to contribute to making their life as great as possible, or I'm able to make sure that they get the best in whatever scenario we're talking. But I need to wrap this video up by asking you, what does freedom look like for you? Maybe it was some of those things that I went over in that list. And if that's the case, I want you to drop those down in the comments below. Drop down the 2-3 things that motivate you to achieve and create financial freedom. in your life. And I'm really going to challenge you to get serious about this. Start thinking about what freedom looks like in your life, how you can use it to make a positive impact on the world, community, your friends, your family, people in your life, to live out your values. And what I'm going to talk about here in another video is how you can start achieving these and how you can start goal setting to make sure that these things happen. Thanks for watching. If you want to find out when new videos come out here on our channel, please go down, click the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.